Hello my beautiful lights, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. So you've probably not seen me for a while, and that's on purpose basically. I've been in deep introspection. I've been going through a different stage of mastery and really tuning in, and it's been the angels, God and I, and that's how it's been. And it's been a really massive transformational period in my existence, and it's been absolutely wonderful. But I've been pushed to come on here today because I have to deliver a message. Hence, my hair's all over the place, my eyebrows are half hanging off my face. It's just how it is because I have to deliver this today. So the energy they want to talk to you about, and this is really, really important. The card that threw itself at me, and this one has just two. Wow. So it's be of service. So this is a servitude to your higher state of being. This is a servitude to a higher power, whatever that might be. This is like your destiny type path, and you've got rise here also. So I'm just going to read you this. So it's to do with the partial lunar eclipse which is happening tonight, which is why they wanted me to deliver this message here today. So it's happening now, and this shift we're going through, it's sort of the consciousness shift is happening from 3D to a 5D state of consciousness, and things in your life that once fitted the mold of which you've been placed in no longer fit you. It's sort of releasing the 3D life for 5D life, and it's sort of like the things that used to suit you, you'll feel that shift where they don't, and you're thinking, well, why aren't they? The reason is because your state of consciousness is shifting. You're becoming a higher being of self. So it's sort of, you'll get different ascension symptoms through this period. You're shedding, so it can be purging, releasing, allowing the process. If that is happening in your existence, actually that is not a bad thing. It's not as bad as we actually think it is, because what that means, pop my teeth in there, what that actually means is you are ascending to a higher state, crystalline grid, however you want to see it. Your energy, your DNA is upgrading at this time, and that's what's happening. Things that once resonated with your 3D reality will no longer resonate with you. It's a new way of living, a new way of life, a new way of being. It's valuing things differently, and things happen in your conscious energy. They happen in your conscious world where they sort of put you into a box. And what's happening now is Pandora's box and lid is being lifted, and it's awakening you to your new reality. Your new reality is different from the old, and that's what this full moon's about. It's about the shedding, releasing, letting go of old patterns of behavior and things you once knew. You're relearning, and everything you once knew, you know, from the 3D to the 5D is very, very different. This shift is massive. So all of a sudden, everything that you knew in your existence is shifting into this new state of reality. So it's time to come out of the closet and let people know who you truly are. So whatever that is, it's time for you to rise and be of service. And whatever that service may be, that is for you to find. This is your soul journey. So, you know, you can watch a million readers and not know what your path is. This is for you and your soul to search. And this is what resonates with this heart. When you find what resonates with your heart and soul, what lights you up, what do you do that feeds that energy? This is that time to really evaluate that and search. When you search and you seek, you shall find. And this is the key. And the only way sometimes you can do that is to go deep within oneself. You know, it's that hermit mode we talked about. It's returning to self for that self-introspection. I'm going to pull you a few cards today because I believe they want me to expand upon this. So this is just the baseline of the message. And that hermit mode is where we gain that clarity, right? I call hermit mode when we're on holiday because it resets a frequency. We're pressing that reset button, and it allows us to get our energy back, refill our cup, and get ready and movement going once more. And that's what this time's all about. This is what this period has been about this release, this expansion of you. And it's all about the expansion of you. Whole thing is about the expansion of you. You're expanding from your 3D reality to your 5D reality. And that shift, I've done it. It's hard, right? And I'm forever evolving too. I'm forever growing. I believe in mastery is a step at a time. Self-mastery, if that's the journey you're on, absolutely take a step at a time. It's eye-opening, put it that way. So, it's about you releasing and surrendering during this time and trusting your ultimate faith and moving forward with that faith of heart, your faith in spirit, your faith in your guides, however you see it. Whatever you see as your higher power in any form is right for you, and that's what matters. It's what you hold in here. So you're going with the flow, that release and surrender, which is absolutely beautiful. And it's also like the death of the negative ego when you do that, because you know that spirit and the higher state of consciousness, your higher being, your higher power, God, whatever you choose to call them, leads you in this direction, and that's you following your life purpose, right? Finding your divine purpose, reclaiming your light allows you to find your destiny. I did a beautiful meditation evening last week, and we did Finding Your Light, and it was awakening people within that room, which was absolutely beautiful. It was a wonderful experience. And once you awaken this light, this wand of power within you, you start thinking differently, you start seeing differently. And this old reality that once held you bound is like, well, actually, that doesn't serve me anymore. What do I need to do? I want to expand my state of consciousness, my state of, living, my state of well-being. You start evaluating the world. The material mantle is sort of not as important as it was programmed to be. And all of a sudden this abundance comes into your life in many different forms, and you're like, wow, I understand now. And once we find that inner light, once we return to self and we really seek deep within ourselves, we can explore those horizons and we get this clarity. And it's these epiphany moments, it's downloads, it's that knowing of heart in which direction we want to go. And our consciousness all of a sudden expands. You start getting this clarity and tuning in with your angel spirit guides, and you're like, why am I hearing these noises? Why am I seeing this? Why am I seeing these number synchronicities? And it's that pattern, right? Everything you once knew in the 3D is now changing. You are shifting. This reality is shifting. And as soon as you allow that shift to happen by the release and surrender and following your divinity and your divine path forward, you understand. And when you start understanding, you start seeing with clarity. And that's what this is about. So what else? So it's your time to shine, basically. Diamonds go through this huge journey. They are stones, right? And they are one of beauty. They're beautiful things. But it's not easy to make a diamond. They're put under immense pressure. And that's what the angel spirit guides are saying. This immense pressure of self and these void moments, these awakening, these dark periods of your life are awakening you to this beautiful diamond. It's like the forever unfolding rose, and more petals are being released each and every time. What else, angels? Yeah, the fog is lifting and you're seeing things with different clarity, different stages of clarity. Right, I'm just going to move my table back slightly. Okay, angel spirit guys, so you've given us rise and be of service. Now the service, obviously, you need to refill your cup. I've taught you that self-care is paramount. It's absolutely paramount. And rise. So you're rising to the occasion of the new. So can we have one of these beautiful cards, angel spirit guides, to give us some lovely angel card, release and surrender? What did I just say? You couldn't write it, could you? The synchronicities. I love it when I'm in the flow, right? So we shower you with blessings of your radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands and arms and heart to our love and assistance. So what the angel spirit guides are clearly saying here is they're there. They're there as your team. My spirit guides are my team. I look at them as my co-workers. They're absolutely beautiful and I hold them sacred within my heart and soul. And release and surrender is releasing to the universal energies, and it's allowing the state of flow. And in the 3D, we're taught to hold that frequency. You know, conformity is taught from the age of 4, and release and surrender is something that comes with your self-mastery. It's the master of you. It's the master of your universal energies, your individual power. And it's really difficult to actually have that release and surrender. But when you do, abundance flows where energy goes, right? And everything abundant flows into that frequency because you're mastering you. You're working towards your divinity, if you like. So let's get some more. Thank you, angel spirit guys. And plays on the bottom. I say play is so important. You have to integrate. Mastery is integration with your inner child, right? You do the childhood trauma sort of healing. Is that integration of self, because the inner child is still part of you. So having that playtime is necessary. Like tonight is my playtime. I absolutely love it. I'm wild and free and unapologetically me. Very, very cheeky, very, very naughty. It's that side of me, you know. And you should be that too. You should release. You should have that release. And you should be authentically you. And authentically you is that inner child also. And again, it's the outside forces that program you to think that you can't be free, you can't be true, you can't be you can't be wild and sassy. Of course you can. Of course you can, because that's every part of you. I teach meditation. You know, the mastering energy hat that I wear is still me. I'm still cheeky. You know, I opened up last week's class with, hello, my name's Lauren and I'm addicted to cheese, which is true. I love cheese, right? And, you know, it's still the cheeky me, and then we go deep within because it releases the barriers. You know, that sort of, we have to be serious in every sense. No, we don't. No, we don't. Seriousness when we're facing shadows is essential. When you're healing somebody, it's essential. Your free time, your wildness, your personality is what attracts people to you. And if they're not, then they're not for you. It's literally, this time is about you finding your people, you finding your soul tribe, you finding people that resonate at the same frequency. And if they don't, they're not meant for you. And it's as simple as that. And when you release and surrender to that, you know, the universe will get rid of these people out of your frequency. And it's amazing. It's freeing. It's release and surrender. And you'll be like, oh yeah, they really did lower my vibe. Yeah, hello. The universe saw this. It just took you a while to. And it's that sort of energy. So release and surrender, angel spirit guys. Thank you so much. So release and surrender is because you've been held in a situation. And this is a mental hold. This is 8 of Swords energy, this hold card, hold. And what's happening now is, as you can see, we just spoke about the rose. There is a beautiful unfolding rose within that picture. And what happens is once this is released, it's sort of that, we've got the Prince of Pentacles, which is, the Prince of Pentacles is that sort of slow going energy, and it's a step at a time, as we've spoken about. It's releasing and surrendering to these universal energies. And when you're learning, it's step by step. If you decide that you're going to step on a path, for example, and all of a sudden you put your running shoes on and you're running down, you're going to miss the view, right? You're going to miss all the lessons upon the path. When we plot and we take a step at a time, it allows us to absorb everything that's around us. It allows us to learn the lessons upon that stage and the message they want to give us in that section, because perhaps we need to learn something. Perhaps we need to grow in a certain way, you know, and that release and surrender to letting them take that charge is absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful because they show you the way if you allow them to guide. And that's what this is all about, that release and surrender. You're unlearning everything you've been taught. Wow, angels. Easy, tiger. Whew, they're on it like a car bonnet. Right, thank you, thank you, thank you. What we got? I think one went on the floor, bear with. Yes, it did. I'm doing my squats tonight, angel spirit guys, but you want me to do it today too. What is that one? Oh, wow. So, what did I say? This is silence. I said I haven't been on here. I've been in that introspection, that silence. It's just me and spirit. It's been absolutely wonderful. And that's what mastery is all about, is allowing yourself to step back, some self-care, you know, reevaluate things, because I'm on a journey too, just like you know. We are the same, on the same level. You see masters as these divine beings when we're not. We're humans. We're just like you. We've just done a journey, right? And we're here to aid you and help you and hold your hand. But we need to master oneself. And we only can do that in silence when we step back from the world. And what it's asking you to do is sit in silence. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. It's just reflection in, which is hard because when we reflect in, we face shadows, right? When we face shadows, it's difficult. You're working through this energy of facing probably parts of yourself you don't particularly like, or parts of yourself, but the integration of you is every aspect of you. And it's understanding your shadows and why they're there, you know, understanding the lessons behind certain patterns of behaviour and certain parts of ourselves, and then it's the release of that, right? Protecting love. Beautiful. Protecting love is so very important. This is protecting your heart, but you don't want to block that frequency. Protecting love is something towards something you love as well. Princess of Pentacles, spring, autumn. Okay, I've got you, angels. So the Princess of Pentacles is like the Prince of Pentacles again. It's that plodding, but the Princess of Pentacles is very grounding energy. You know, she's earth energies, and it's all about that grounding yourself down during this process and protecting your heart. So when we feel ungrounded in any form, make sure you're looking after yourself. Make sure you're grounding your frequency. You're taking a step at a time, but it's essential to ground during this time. Now, obviously, it talks about pentacle energy. So whatever you're working from in your, you know, in your servitude is going to be abundant in the 3D reality, which is wonderful. But this is about grounding you, and that's falling below silence. So we sit in silence upon the ground. We place our hands upon the ground, take our socks and shoes off, and connect to the earth energy. When we get in life, external forces can upset your energy, you know, in any form. A situation in your life, in your 3D reality, can upset you. You know, things can happen within your family, anything like that, and your emotions can be off, right? So when you ground your frequency back down, it just helps you sort of get control of the mental mantle and ground your frequency and send it to the earth. Now, you have fall and spring. So we're in the fall, we're just going into autumn here in the UK. In the springtime, something very, very interesting is happening. Now, we've got synchronicity and finder of lost things, which means it's all about you finding you during this time. You need to trust the process, what's on the bottom of the pack here. Now, this is a very spiritual reading because that's the way it was intended. This isn't going to tell you what you're going to do next week. This is about your spirituality and your spiritual growth, and this is what the angel message was. So this is about you using your own discernment during this time, following the synchronicities of self. And the finder of lost things is finding yourself during this period. And that's what I believe. It's sort of like you're going to go into this introspection stage, just like what I've been. And for you, that's absolutely fine. Do it. Whatever you need to do it, do it. Because self-care and self-mastery is all about you. Your life is all about you and your soul growth. So if that's what you need to do, absolutely do it. You know, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. That time for self, that reflection deep within is absolutely beautiful once you've done the work and you move through the void and you forever, you know, turning the page to a new chapter. It just allows you to find who you are, right? So yeah, finder of lost things, you're also going to find something that you thought was lost. And that could be a part of yourself. You know, we always think about material items. Oh, I might find that watch in the drawer or whatever. Well, how about finding a part of you and working on you and going deep within a step at a time allows you to find that part of you that's been hidden deep within your heart for so long. And once you find that light, you'll see all these new beautiful parts of you you didn't even know existed. And you're like, wow. And then you'll start seeing the synchronicities. And when the synchronicities come into your vibrational frequencies, such as, 999 on the bottom, such as angel numbers, you'll be like, oh, wow. Then you start following the path. And when you follow that path, and you'll be like, oh, I need to look down here. And you start searching, you seek and you shall find. And you get the information there. You come back to the trunk. Remember, I speak about the tree. So you think a tree has got many branches off, right? And there's this branch, that branch, that branch, that branch. And what happens is you're the trunk. This is your energy. And this branch comes here and you think, oh, I'm going to go down off that branch, that little path there, and see what I can find. And that branch holds many different little branches, right? And you learn a lesson there. You learn a lesson on that one. And then you come back to the trunk and you take another step forward and you go out from that branch. And then you learn a lesson there and a lesson on that one. And that is your self-mastery. That's your spiritual journey. That's the expansion of you. And that's what this is all about. So that's what's going to happen. Seek and you shall find is what I've been saying. And the finder of lost things comes out. The synchronicities are pretty amazing, including synchronicities. My angel spirit guys are blooming awesome, honestly. Without them, they're amazing. The finder of lost things is finding that part of oneself. And the only way we can find that part of oneself is to go deep within. Its introspection. It's that mastery of self, right? So 999's on the bottom, and obviously they wanted me to say that. That's why it's there. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs. This is what, especially tonight, guys, you know. So you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I am unique. This is finding that lost part of you to your unique self that leads you down the path of your divinity. Wow. Let's pull another one, shall we? Thank you, angels. That's pretty amazing. I love synchronicities. I love the way the universe works. Are you kidding me? 999. We just read it. Oh, there's a number 6 underneath. We have to. Whoa. They're so funny, honestly. They're like, we just told you. Your intuition has just told you. You've had to shuffle the cards, so we throw it out again, Lauren. And it's like, it's not that I don't believe in my own mastery. Of course I do. But, you know, sometimes I just want to explore it further. And they're like, eye rolling. Literally, my spirit team, I can feel it as well. They're like, eye roll, she'll get it in a minute, she'll get it in a minute. Oh, there it is, she's finally got it. And I'm like, oh yeah. You know, sort of platinum blonde moment type energy. Sorry, blonde ladies, but we do have those moments. Everybody does, right? And it's sort of like you can feel that eye roll, and it's sort of like they have a part in hallelujah, she's got it, you know. So I'm human too. Everybody, and this really annoys me, everybody sees their faults as sort of like a disappointment. I see my faults as funny because they make me laugh. They make other people laugh because I might have degrees in this, that and the other, and in the 3D I do, and I'm studying another one at the minute, but at the same time I can be as dizzy as anything, and it's sort of like I can feel my spirit team some days go, oh. Last night I was speaking to somebody, I sent somebody something, and it was that they had a very negative reaction to that moment, and I felt it straight away, and I was like, whoa, easy on the ear, sunshine, you know, sort of thing. And it's sort of that awakening. I feel and I see everything, and it's not always nice. It's not always nice, and not everybody, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I get it, right? I'm Marmite. I'm not for everybody, and I'm good with that, actually. If you don't like the channel, ta-ta, off you go. It's how it is, and that's acceptance of self, and that took a long, long time, and you're journeying through this process right now. Anyway, yes, angels, I'll get back to the cards. Number 6 was your other card. Your heart is your gift. You're a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are self-sacrifice and the protectors of those you love. I am nurturing, number 6. So you got 999 and 6. Absolutely stunning. So that's your message. I needed to deliver this today, and it was beautiful, and the expansion of it is also beautiful. So release and surrender, you know, that energy. And if you're struggling with anything, lay it at the angels' feet, lay it at your higher power's feet, and God's source, however you see that energy is right for you, remember, and lay it at their feet and ask them to release that frequency for you and help you move through this energy. So enjoy the full moon tonight and the lunar eclipse. I think it here in the UK is hitting between 1:44 and 3:44 a.m. So enjoy it, basically. Enjoy it. We've had 2 huge solar flashes this week. That's why they're up there right now. And they're massive. So when you think you're going through all this, you've 2 major solar flares happen. So you're trying to ground this frequency into the earth, right? Then you've got a partial lunar eclipse happening. It's all like, this is crazy land. This is crazy land this week. The energies, and it's in Pisces. So, you know, you've got to be gentle. Pisces is a beautiful, beautiful energy, but it's sort of that emotion, and it's that water sign. So you're dealing with all this stuff, and just release and surrender and allow the process. Salt bath yourself, dance, lift your vibrational frequency, as I've taught you. You know, get out there and shake your shinizzle. It'll make you feel good, and it will raise your vibration. So my beautiful lights, that's your message from Spirit. And I'm going to go and get ready for class. So until next time, my beautiful lights, from the angels and I, bye-bye for now.